There are 3 things that I love about running ethanol-based fuel in my car. 1, more power. 2, cheaper gas. 3, people who run alternative fuel sources get a reserved spot in the front of parking lots wherever you go. So at my school, we have these certain spots that are right near the front of all the parking spaces, and they're called alternative fuel source spots. Now, what does this mean? This means like hybrids, fully electric cars, or cars that are running flex fuel, also known as E85. So how do you know if a certain spot is for alternative fuel? Well, here's a picture of a sign that we have at my school that states like the code that it is and the law that enacts it and all that good stuff. So ever since I got my flex fuel system in the car, I've been taking advantage of this, and I've been sitting and parking with all the Priuses and all the Leafs and all those hybrid cars, and I've been sitting Miley right in the middle of all of them. Here's a picture of her sitting in a spot at my school, and you can see in front of the parking spot it has like a box around it and it says alternative fuel source. That's like what most spots look like. Obviously, when people first see this car sitting in that spot, they think, what an asshole, he's parking in the hybrid system spot, and all that kind of stuff. And it has come to my attention that around school, my friends are telling me that they hear people literally talk about my car sitting in that spot and how much of an asshole I must be because I think I'm some hot shit parking in the alternative fuel source spots. And let me remind you, these spots are like front and center. Like if you park in there, everybody who is walking into school sees your car there. There's no missing it, you're literally front row. So a couple of days ago, I finally got busted by one of the security guards. He saw me park there and he ran over to me. He's like, hey, what are you doing here? You can't park here. This is not you. And I was like, no, sir. I'm running alternative fuel. Right there, the sign says alternative fuel sources only. That's me. I'm running E85. And he was like, no, your car doesn't do that. And I had to do the long process of explaining that I have the alternative fuel source system kit in the car. But he said, he doesn't know what any of that means. All he knows is he looks around and makes sure that your car has the little green leaf badge or whatever it is that's on the back of all the flex fuel cars. And he let me go this time with a warning, but he said I need to get this badge for my car. So what badge is he talking about? This badge right here. You'll see these badges a lot on cars now. You can see them on SUVs. Any car that comes with a flex fuel system in the car has this badge on the car, which this is basically my hall pass to parking in those spots without getting any trouble. So $20 later, I got this off of Amazon for literally like 17 bucks, which will supposedly keep my hands clean at school when I park here because it's been creating a lot of drama with a lot of people, and apparently people have been like complaining that I've been parking in the spots. So I needed to get this for my car, and I've seen people run this before on their cars, like actually 86s that run this on the car. So it was finally my turn to go ahead and buy one. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna put this on the car. Okay, so I'm just gonna slap it on the back where I see other people put it, because it looks like a clean spot to put a badge. Because you know this doesn't come with the car, so I don't want to put it in some weird awkward spot. So I'm gonna put it right here in this lower hand corner. What I'm doing is I'm just basically cleaning it down, and I'm gonna put some window glass cleaner on the paint. That's just to make sure it's all dust free and all that type of stuff. Please nobody comment who is like those paint freaks out there that say, you should have waxed it before putting this on here. No, it's literally just a not cotton, a little squishy pad sticker. It will do just fine. So while this may not be the most cleanest looking badge out there, it's gonna keep me out of trouble, and I don't know, I guess it kind of looks kind of cool, I guess, right? But anyways, here's the final product. This is what it's gonna look like now. So now my car is gonna be rocking the flex fuel badge on the back of the car. And since we're on the topic of E85 and you guys have so many questions about it, let's take it up to my room, and I'm gonna finally try and explain to everybody what E85 actually is and all the science behind it. So let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best to address and answer a lot of the questions people ask between E85, flex fuel, and all that type of stuff. So the first question I wanna address is, what am I using on my car and how can I get it on my FRS or BRZ? I'm using the Delicious Tunings Flex Fuel Kit. I'll put the link below, and it's the Delicious Tunings store. You can see the kit and tune all that type of stuff. If you want it for your BRZ, that's where you can get it, and that's what I'm running in my car. When a car says Flex Fuel System, it basically just means, I'm gonna read this off the internet so I don't screw it up. Basically means the FlexFuel informs the ECU through the unique sensors and electronics added to the vehicle to measure the actual content of ethanol. Knowing the content allows the ECU to determine proper startup enrichment, fueling, timing, boost control, and cam control. So the FlexFuel basically means like I could be running a half tank of E85 and then go fill up on 91 octane, and I could run that all the way through and then go fill up with 91 octane, run 3/4 of the tank down, and then put E85 in. And that basically means the FlexFuel means the computer's able to figure out mapping and fix the fuel ratios to make the car adjust the way it's supposed to. Okay, so what are the benefits of running E85? It cools a lot faster. It burns a lot cleaner. It burns, I think, 90% cleaner than regular gas does, so it's really good for emissions and all that good stuff. It has a higher equivalent octane rating of 105, and basically you just get more power out of it. Again, I don't know the whole science behind this. I'm just doing my best to articulate it in a somewhat basic way that everyone else can understand this. So if there's anybody who is listening to me talk and they're like, wow, this guy's an idiot, put in the comments below and explain it in your own words, because it's a really difficult thing to try and portray and get other people to understand. So if I'm doing it wrong, please inform me down below. Okay, so what are the drawbacks of running E85? Well, for one, you get worse fuel economy, about 30 to 35% more. Now that's not that bad, but I mean it's pretty bad. Also, if you're in a really cold climate, sometimes your car, this sounds a lot worse than it is, but sometimes your car won't start on the first turnover. So for example, this happened to me a couple times, and it was like really cold over the winter. And when I mean really cold, I mean like maybe like 50 degrees at night. But I came out in the morning and I went to turn my car on, and E85 requires a higher temperature for like the car to turn over, like the fuel itself. So when I went to turn the car on, it like tried to turn over, and then it just kind of like died on itself. And then you do it again, and then it works because it was heated up enough. But a lot of the time, if you're at a really cold climate, E85 doesn't always turn over the first time. You gotta do it a couple times. Now it's my phone. But other than that, I mean, there's not really too many drawbacks. I know what I just said is kind of scary if you don't really know the science behind it. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop talking about it because I feel like I'm saying things that aren't true. I mean, they are true. I looked it up, but like, I'm not the best person to ask about this. But if you have any questions or want to get in contact with people who do make this for your car, go to delicioustuning.com. You can find out all the information below. And Evan Shanks is still Bay. Peace out.
Dude, you're hiding chips in here?
At Del Mar, got like VIP parking.
That's hot, dude. It's been a long time. That's really hot. I want more.